My name is Henderson Hampton. I'm an operator one. I operate the paver and other machines too. My other uncles, my uncle Larry, my uncle Eugene, they operators. I have a cousin, Larry Clark, he's an operator, and two cousins that work here that's operators too. Working with my family members on a job, it's like a get together, you know, we're gonna help each other out. They ask me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I ask them, they gonna do it. You know, we joke and we clown, but we gonna get the job done.
My father really brought me in because I was working, you know, little odd jobs here and there. But once I talked to him, and he was like, I probably could get you on that Barriere. I was like, yeah, let's go with that. And I've been here ever since. My uncle and my dad, we work together all the time. And they showed me a lot. They showed me a lot since I've been here. My uncle showed me how to run an excavator. And my dad really showed me how to run a bobcat and like the roll of the broom, stuff like that.
It's really cool because I can teach him what my brother taught me. Now he on the machine, he run the machines too, you know, and I'm teaching him, and then I can keep him in check too, you know. So it's been good, you know, since he been working with us. I started working here because Eugene was working here. He always been a mentor to me. He the one who taught me how to run machines. He taught me everything I know about doing construction with me since I was 18 years old. I'm 62 now, so he's still teaching me.
My uncle, he real serious. When you on a job, is on a job. Now my daddy, he more lighter than him, but my uncle, when it come to work, he want to work. Nothing, it ain't time to play, it's time to work, get the job done.
It's like any brothers and sisters, you know, you're gonna have your disagreement at home, at work, you know, so you deal with it, you know.
We do be having disagreements.
You know,
but he override it though.
You know,
so
we come from a large family. You know, there was 7 sisters, 7 brothers. So you're gonna have some disagreement coming from a large family.
My uncle Eugene, he'll give us a lot of advice, just being prepared. There's always something to do in this field that we in there.
And even when we get off, we call one another. Get home, we call one another.
All day.
We're pretty close.
Yeah.
You know, we're pretty close.
We work on projects together, but we own different crews.
Yeah, so every once in a while he'll come over if it rained out or short and come help us with cement, or they'll take me off the cement if it ain't got a lot going on, help them with asphalt, especially they short-handed.
I think I get the best out of when he is working with me. I'll say that right there.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
It'll work me sometimes. Sometimes they do it on purpose. When you open the screen, make me shovel a driveway.
I wouldn't do that.
You've done it a time or two.
I've definitely gained a lot of my work ethic from my father, watching him wake up at 3:30 in the morning, head to work, you know, starting his day off, working late, working nights, weekends, whatever it took to get the project completed. So I've definitely learned from him in that aspect. I used to ride with him a lot when I was younger, like back 8 years old.
Or whatever.
Yeah, if I was off on the summer, if he had to go in on a weekend or something like that, and he was the foreman, sometimes I'd be the ride along, tag along before I even was employed at Barriere, you know. So I have a lot of memorable experiences with my father through Barriere, even though I wasn't employed with him at the time, just growing up, you know. So cutting across the causeway in an old F-250, a red F-250 single cab, no air conditioning, pulling a bobcat up a grade, moving 30 miles an hour, you know, stuff like that. So I have a lot of memories of him on machines at an early age.
You know, he started out as a intern, basically working the summer, then went back to college, graduated, and then decided to do it as a full-time career, and I'm proud of it.
My nephew, Benjamin Beverly, I got him on. I used to go pick him up, bring him everywhere I go, you know, get him off the street. And Brandon Beverly, I was working around his house, and I asked him, do you want to make some money? Get him off the street too. And I said, come work with us. And I got him on that Barriere, and I learned him the machine, the pave operator, and I learned nephew the screed.
He actually brought me on one of the jobs they were working at. I think I was fresh out of high school, and he had a break. They was working in Hammond or somewhere. So I ended up meeting the whole crew before I even started, probably like a whole year and a half prior. So everybody knew me before I even filled the application. So everybody knew me, and I was like nephew way before I even started at Barriere.
That was the company I was working with at the time. They was going out of business. And actually me and nephew, Benjamin, was watching the same game. And he just thought that I was kind of out of it. He was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Man, I gotta find another job." And he was like, "Come work over here with Barriere." I was like, "Nah, you work construction." No, and I did it anyway. And a few weeks later, I was hired.
Ended up working at Barriere through Leroy. Early on, we was young, about 20 years old. Me and Benjamin actually was working at a car wash and another small job, security job, and we was interested in doing construction with Leroy, so that's how we came to Barriere.
Brandon Beverly actually got me on here during the time, I believe around April 16th. So he told me it was a great company to work for, so I went and gave it a shot, and I've been here ever since. It's fun. We all get along, have a good time, do what we gotta do, we know what we gotta do, so basically it's good, and the whole crew is family, so it's basically like one big old family.
Outside of Barriere, I am very family oriented as well. And I can see that Barriere is very family oriented, so it kind of make it easy for me to be here and to be around family. I like that.
My uncle actually was like a big role model in my life, and it was like a good transition to me just following him and being hands-on, because both of us like building things, and it was like a no-brainer. So just follow my uncle.
Leroy definitely thinks he's the boss of us because he's the oldest.
I'm very hard on him because I didn't train him that way. So I want him to be like me. Don't take your work for granted, you know. Take pride in your work. They're great guys. These guys are good to work with. As a matter of fact, Carlos is on my crew, and I'm showing him ways to run equipment. When he's around me, I show him ways to run equipment, and I'm getting Reginald to show me how to run a tack truck, because I'm always willing to learn more.
Well, we left for T.L. James at the same time, and we got hired at the same time. Well, it had three of us, but one retired.
We talk the same as we talk at home. Just like we at home, we still talk the same at work.
At work.
If you ain't got a family, you ain't got nobody.
Having my son and my son-in-law work for the same company that I have for all these years, and see them grow in the company with their careers, I mean, I am proud as a son of both of them. And not only that, I'm proud of Barriere allowing them to come and work for us also, just like you said, because, you know, they didn't have to allow us to do that, but we have, so that's where I'm at on it.
When I got into college, like, you were like the big spearhead for me of like how I kind of turned out, because like you showed me a lot and you taught me a lot, and I mean you're still teaching me things to this day. It's been a good experience. A lot of people can have, like, especially working with family, it can always sour a relationship. I don't feel like it's done that to me and you at all.
No.
If anything, it's elevated a lot of our relationship with each other, especially those times when I was interning. And like I would come home from work and like we talked a whole bunch about stuff like that, and mentoring me a whole bunch during that. And even now to this day, like, you're still giving me advice. Like, I couldn't ask for anything more in my life.
I appreciate it.
Dude, I appreciate you. Like, I really do.